Okay, so what's the difference between total carbs and net carbs, and what formula do you use to figure out where your net carbs are at for each meal and for your total day? In today's video, I'm going to share with you that simple formula of how to determine your net carbs that you can stay in ketosis on your keto diet. Stay tuned. Okay, so in order to stay in ketosis, most people say that you need to keep your net carbs under 35 grams per day. The main difference between net carbs and total carbs is this. Your total carbs is all of the carbohydrates that are in the food added up that equal a number. It's like your gross amount of total carbohydrates for the day. What your net carbs mean is your carbs that actually impact your blood sugar. And here's the formula for how you figure out what your net carbs are. Most people think you don't need to pay attention to your total carbs, but instead pay attention to your net carbs and keep them under 35 grams per day. So here is the formula. So the best way to do it is you take your dietary fiber and you add it to your sugar alcohol. Then what you do is you take your total carbs and you minus total carbs from the dietary fiber plus sugar alcohol. Let me give you a nice simple example. So let's say that your total carbs for a meal is 24 grams. Let's say that there is 14 grams of fiber and 4 grams of ethanol sugar, alcohol-based sugar. So what you do is you do 14 grams of fiber plus the 4 grams of ethanol. That gives you 18 total grams. Then what you would do is take that total carbs number, which is 24, and 24 minus the 18 leaves you with 6 grams of net carbs for that meal. So that meal or that food source has 24 total carbs, and then your net carbs mean the carbs that impact your blood sugar and impact being in ketosis is only 6. So let me go over that formula one more time for you. So you take your total carbs and then you minus your dietary fiber plus your sugar alcohols from that total carb amount. The total amount of carbs minus your sugar, alcohol, and fiber content put together equals your net carbs. It's really that simple. So all you got to do is look at the label of your foods, throw things in a chronometer. You can do this simple kind of math on your own. Really, it comes down to reading the labels and making sure that you kind of understand the formula. I do have another video about how I count my carbs, and I actually don't use the net carb formula. I keep my overall total carbs under 35, under 40 grams per day. That keeps my net carbs like close to like 10 or 15. So I'm in deep ketosis all the time. That system works good for me because I don't want to stop all the time and have to calculate a formula. Plus, I just don't eat many overt carbs or any type of carbs really besides greens as it is. But if you're someone who likes a little bit more carbs in your keto diet and you want to make sure that you're perfect and never going over 35 grams of net carbs per day, use this formula. It works really, really well and it's really, really simple. Best of luck to you guys working this out. I have a question for you guys. Where do you feel best with your carbs, your overall carbs or your net carbs for the day? Do you feel better closer to 35 net carbs, or do you feel good with your carbs super, super low? Leave your answers in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm a research nerd and I just love to hear from you guys about what works for you guys. For those of you who are suffering from skin disease, eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, rosacea, all the gut-related skin diseases, there's a link in the description box for a private consultation with me. I am leading people through the 3 phases of skin disease reversal. It's challenging, it takes time, you gotta be dedicated, but if you're looking for a guide and you're ready with all of your heart to get your skin healthy, click that link. We can link up. I'll help you. Also on Instagram, you can find me there at Stuart. Rob Stuart is my handle. In real life, my name is just Rob Stuart. But I'm putting a lot of content up around skin disease reversal and overall health, weight loss, athletics, movement, just having fun and being a healthy person. So give that a peep as well.